So they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over Naira. Still them talk say, make we off mind. But thank God say, my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder. Oh, yo, yo, my ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout. Oh, yo, yo, my ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses. Oh, yo, yo. Politico, this one not day off in mind. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh. Oh, yo, yo, my ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout. Oh, yo, yo, my ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses. Oh, yo, yo, my ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico. Oh, yo, yo, my ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. This man not day off in mind. Oh, yo, yo, my ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. Aha. Now you not done here. All this. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dododo. Mayegun diary.
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dododo. Mayegun diary. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary na ibi nọ́mbà kan. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary na ibi nọ́mbà kan.
Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are watching from. Remember, I know it's been a while, so remember, share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them, Mayegun today.
Godfather is in, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o, kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Remember as well to read the caption of the broadcast. Okay, read the description of the broadcast as well. Take your time, and then share the broadcast. Like it, just to show that you are here. All right. So, thank you so much.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Raki. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé.
How are you all coping? Especially if you are watching me from Nigeria. If you are watching from Nigeria, how are you coping with this cash Naira scarcity? That you are now using Naira to buy Naira again. Emefiole is in jail. Bokwari is no longer there. And December has come when they told you that you can actually use both the new and the old Naira. What is this scarcity? Have you thought about that? How let you cope?
Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Raki. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn.
Banks have no cash, but POS people, they have cash. Why? And maybe those of you who are already abiding with the cashless policy, you are not really bothered. So maybe yours is not about the cash. Yours is transportation, Abi. How far? We are coming to that. You remember Babaluku and his friend. Mutide. Yeah, I know that we have missed ourselves, and we are not going to be talking about that now. Let's enjoy the program, okay? If the time permits that I am able to last longer, that we have to take, we take calls, then we can talk about me. But yeah, I am recovering very well, okay? I believe that, the last 5 days, the worst is over. And as it is, one of the things that can keep me very sick is that if I'm not able to do what I do every day. You see, people ask, Mayegun, how do you do this all the time? Like, how do you not get tired? I said, well, not talking about it is even worse than just talking about it as I do all the time. Imagine 5 days. Where are they? Like on my bed and everywhere I could find myself in my house. And 5 days I was watching and following things as Tinubu became what do you call it? Became the law unto himself and decided to settle the River State political madness in his own call-you mind way, okay? And I was like, then everyone's reaction, people's reactions, anger here and there, I even go, and I was just there like, So if I should remain there, that can even make my health worse. It's going to be like somebody padlock me and padlock my mouth, and I am unable to express. One sec.
Let's be poor. Breathe. Don't suffocate them. We have that responsibility.
I forgot that when I move too much, you see this hand, right? I gesture another. My camera will begin to kind of pick a signal and just freeze the screen. So yeah, the bottom line of what I'm telling you there is that I am better off this way, okay? And if my voice become kind of too soft, you should have it at the back of your mind that, well, my ego is just recovering, but you're going to enjoy it. I promise. So let's start with this. Kolu, through Dele Alakori, announced that they were halving the transportation costs across the country for everyone traveling from one state to another. And they declared that it will start from today, 21st of December, 2023, until the 4th of January, 2024. For those who are not always kind of getting carried away with APC, Egbekegbe's lies and propagandas, Because when they drop them, seriously, you will think it's actually something real they are doing. But again, every December in Nigeria, mostly festive periods in Nigeria government who borrowed money to build train, they would declare free ride for everyone. Sure, you get. If you are from northern Nigeria and you are doing business in, let's say, southern Nigeria or southwest, you can take a free train back to the north. It will take you through Ibadan, Ushogbo, and all those places to Ilorin, all those, yeah? And you find yourself in Kano. The only region that is not connected to the rest of Nigeria by train is the eastern region of Nigeria, including the place they call the South now, eastern region of Nigeria. And that is politically, that is like politically intentional. So whenever people are enjoying free train ride, the Igbos and the Easterners and the, every one of them will begin to go to the, GIG, God is Good Motors, and all those names. And they will be paying, like, it's going to be like a massive exodus like that throughout Nigeria. So, Tinubu and Dele Alakori, they said they have declared half price, but they now took it a notch further. And what is that? They added buses to it. They added buses and they said, if you are going to the following, I think I have the list. Let me check it for you. So they said, if you are going from Lagos to Kano, Lagos to this, or Onitsha to Kano, Onitsha, what have you. And I was like, Ewol Onitsha? What is Onitsha? What happened to the silent T that is there? Anyway, you can tell. Now the bigoted criminals of APC, Egbekegbe, put this together. And listen, you will think as a government, who knows that? You see all those transportation companies that they want to use, they are 100% owned by Igbos. So there was no prior arrangement that says, oh, we have reached this certain deal. I'm going to check their name. Give me 1 sec. We have reached deals with GIG Motor, Shisco Transport, Young Shall Grow, God Bless Ezenwa, Area Motor. You see these 5 transportation companies, right? They are the major movers of people in Nigeria after their, their train. In fact, I don't think the Nigerian trains actually moves the number of passengers that these 5 major companies owned by the Igbos move in Nigeria in a year. I don't have the data, but for those who are in Nigeria, those who are from Nigeria, these names are not going to be, at least some of them, they are as old as over 50 years. I have known Young Shall Grow before I was born. Right? Now, you see these 5 major Igbo companies, APC, Egbekegbe, they decided to set them up. What do I mean by that? Tinubu and Dele Alakori, who happened to be a solid mineral minister, is not information minister, is not transportation minister, but he took it upon himself to come and explain what came out to be a total lie. A lie. And it is kind of something that I know that they intentionally, so they will say, oh, the Igbos don't like Tinubu now. That is why they did not cooperate with him when Tinubu said he will pay them. You don't say you will pay them. You pay them. before the day, 21st, this 21st, so that when they themselves would have known that they have already collected the payment and they will change the, what do you call it? They will change their price list. Have all of their transport, you know, almost they didn't do. So people who, we haven't really gotten much reports of those who have either been turned back yet or not. But what they are telling people who have arrived at the, number one, you can't buy any half price anything from any of those companies. There is no any arrangement that you buy anything half price if you are traveling through them. No chance. So what they are now saying is that they haven't kind of started the implementation. So you have to walk straight to their offices. And I mean, so a lot of people who have been there have now kind of come back to say, man, it's pure waste of time. Maybe when they are coming back, maybe they would have sought themselves. So maybe if they sought themselves before, when we are coming back from this, then we can buy the half price or something like that. Here is Dele Alakori making the announcement earlier.
Good afternoon. Let me begin by wishing every one of us and all Nigerians compliments of the season. And it's our prayers that we all have joyful and pleasant holiday season. In the spirit of Christmas and the end of year festivities, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, in another demonstration of his love for Nigerians, has approved that the federal government should intervene to bring down the cost of public transportation to allow our compatriots who want to travel to visit their loved ones and hometown to do so without stress and the extra burden imposed by the high cost of transport around this period. The President is well aware of the recent increase in cost of interstate transportation and even for air travel. Traditionally, therefore, our people love to travel during Christmas and end of year to be with families and friends, and this has been the practice for ages. We also know that globally, intra-country travels and movement of people, goods, and services always peak around Christmas and end of the year because of socio-gravitational pull of the period, which transporters always cash on to increase fares astronomically. In recognition of the economic situation of the country, which the President is working hard to turn around, President Tinubu wants Nigerians to be able to travel within Nigeria to wherever they want to go to meet their loved ones without the extra burden of paying exorbitantly for interstate public transportation. It is in this wise that the President is announcing through us that beginning from tomorrow, that's the 21st of December, Nigerians willing to travel can board public transport via minibuses, luxury buses at 50% discount of current cost, and all our train services on the routes the trains currently serve at zero cost to and fro on their travels this holiday season. This special presidential intervention will commence tomorrow, Thursday, December 21, and it will end on January 4, 2024. The federal government, through the Ministry of Transportation, will be working with transporters, road transport unions, the Nigerian Railway Corporation to seamlessly deliver on this special presidential initiative. From tomorrow, therefore, Nigerians wishing to embark on interstate travel to any part of the country from Abuja, Lagos, Kano, Kaduna, Enugu, Port Harcourt, Owerri, all the major centers, to their respective states, will be able to do so at half the cost. The federal government, under the leadership of President Tinubu, is working very hard to make sure Nigerians have a memorable happy holiday season. The President has already directed the Police Department and the Department of State Services, the military, and all other security agencies to work collaboratively to ensure the holiday period is safe without any security breach in any part of the country. While we wish all Nigerians a great holiday season, we implore everyone to be law-abiding, be security conscious, be our brothers' keepers, extend every goodwill to our families, friends, and neighbors. We should continue to work within our spheres of influence to make our country the very best we all desire her to be. Why?
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
That's that's a daily alakori. You hear how he's sounding like, oh, President Tinubu want to make sure that people enjoy their traveling home. How many of you even want travel home? How many? As it is now, economically, how many of you are looking forward to Christmas for real in the way you wanted it to be and not just what they have now handed over, handed onto you? You are using Naira to buy Naira. But you see, that's, hang on no.
A town hall different from Blue. Bulaba. A town hall different from Blue. Bulaba.
Everyone, as it is in Nigeria right now, can tell you what it is actually like right now for them looking forward to the Yuletide, as we can see. But they make it feel like President Tinubu is doing everything to make sure that you all have a wonderful blah blah blah. Those they promised 35,000 Naira. Remember that they said instead of increasing their minimum wage, Tinubu said he will add 35,000 Naira to their salary for the next 6 months. That 35,000 Naira extra, they never even pay them. And there is Christmas already here, Abi. Where people in River State, you are lucky, I think. I think Enugu people too. Their governor is giving them extra 100,000 Naira. Here you get to their. But others who were promised money by this Tinubu, after they told you subsidy was gone, they are still waiting. Those of you they promised 25,000 Naira, the poorest Nigerians. You remember it was 8,000 Naira you rejected. And they said, okay, they will give you 25,000. At 8,000, at 25,000, shishi. How much of that have you collected now? Because Christmas is now about 4 days, is it? 4 days away, or 3 days. And they know that. A lot of you who even have, you are battling the inflation. You know what the country is right now. It has gotten so bad. It has gotten so bad that people no longer know whether the national grid has permanently collapsed. Something they don't have any clue. As the 2/3 of the country remain in darkness for weeks now, and there is no alarm anywhere. There are places where they have not seen light for months now. Everybody just leave and kind of move on like that, like, zombie, like, Now you are using Naira to buy Naira again. So their media, I think that was yesterday. So their media was like, Emefiele, Naira scarcity is here again. People were like, you the mad, Cardoso is your central bank governor today or more. I sent money to Nigeria today. Baba, I gave them 700 pounds. They gave me 1,020,000 naira. And for some reason, I just felt so bad for a lot of you in that place. Ha! If you have no idea what devaluation means, hey, 8 years ago, you see that same 1 million, now 4,000 pounds I would have to give to get 1 million naira 8 years ago. 4,000 pounds. Now you have 1 million today, and I will give you just 700 naira, 700 pounds, and I will save myself 3,300 pounds for doing nothing, just because criminals who passed through Nigeria destroyed Nigeria so much that some of you actually have no understanding what these numbers truly means. These crushing numbers, what they mean in the life of the people. Omo, it is killing people every day like that. You have no idea. Devaluation, inflation, fueled by corruption, mismanagement of the rogues who never take responsibility. 700 pounds, 1 million naira, 700 pounds. Eh? So maybe by the time you get to June to 2014, maybe now 200 pounds will go to use for 1 million naira. Eh? Maybe before the end of 2024, 100 pounds will be like 500,000 naira. Well, that's going to be like 5,000 naira to a pound, because it's currently over 1,500 naira. And they are not doing anything to end that. No matter what they are saying to you. I have told you this many times, right? Like, it is not what people say, it is what they do. And even if they pretend that they are doing something, and then you are seeing the result of what you expected as the result of what they said they are doing, it's not the result you are getting. Definitely, you should know they've lied to you. And it is your life, the life of your children, your existence, your health. Hey. Anyway, I'm going to take you to, what do you call it? They said they are, like I was saying anyway, they said it's a Emefiele's era again. What exactly is the reason why Naira is scarce in Nigeria today? At least you don't get election again now. There's no election, there is no Abi. By the time some of you will realize what you have, what the APC have dragged you into, Hi. Now let's go to River State, because that's part of what I was watching. They're like, hey, almost call. So I was there I was sipping my water, my all that, as recommended. Then I just saw this. They said that Tinubu has issued a resolution to settle the River State crisis. Okay, we saw signatures, we saw everything, right? This is what triggered so many reactions that some of you have been possibly seeing everywhere in the last few days, right? So, Tinubu said all matters. This was between Wike and Fubara and the, and the lawmakers who defected to APC. There has been more, sure you get. But this was like a command. So some people now said, when Tinubu walked in, let me read them out. He said, all matters instituted in the courts by the governor of Rivers State, Fubara, and his team in respect of the political crisis in Rivers State shall be withdrawn immediately. That's Tinubu. All impeachment proceedings initiated against the governor of Rivers State by the Rivers State House of Assembly should be dropped immediately. The leadership of the Rivers House of Assembly, you know, the one that defected, that they declared their seat vacant, their speaker, you know, so yeah, you know, they should be recognized. Listen to that one, no. They should be recognized alongside the 27 members who resigned from the PDP. They resigned from PDP, Bao, because they are now in APC. So the remuneration and benefit, whatever that belongs to them, should be given to them. Number 6, the governor of Rivers State shall represent the state budget to a properly constituted Rivers State House of Assembly. The budget that Fubara has already signed, though, they said, no, it's not and void. You need to go and represent it to the entire house, okay, so that they can pass it. And then I said, the names of all commissioners in Rivers State Executive Council who resigned their appointment because of the political crisis in the state should be resubmitted to the House of Assembly for approval. Those who resigned, right, they told, it's like he commanded the Fubara, okay, to submit their names again and appointed them as commissioners again. You remember that Chief Justice that also resigned, Attorney General. The Attorney General in Rivers State that resigned, you know, somebody resigned and said for personal reason. They said they have to reinstate all of them, okay, and present them again. There should not be a caretaker committee for local government in Rivers State, because Fubara was going to appoint a caretaker committee and remove all of the Wike's loyalists from all the local government areas. So Tinubu said there must never be any caretaker committee for the local government in Rivers State. Really? That Tinubu, they say. So those who were there said Tinubu walked in. Ribadu, Tinubu, and the rest of them, they walked in. The signatures of others were forged, though. There were forged signatures here. If you look at all the signature, right, you realize that it's pretty much like it was signed by one person. I don't know if it's just me, Sha. The signature seems like it was like signed, you know, the handwriting of that signature seems like it was signed by one person, same person. You know? Anyway, so people started reacting. Tinubu, who do you think you are? Why would you, you know, are you a court? Are you a law unto yourself and all of that stuff? You don't even get that power. Which kind of level be this person where don't go school? Anyway, there are those who now said, in fact, let's put it this way. There are already those who are doing what Tinubu asks them to do, like the State House of Assembly, right? They have, those members who left PDP, they have now said that they have withdrawn the impeachment proceeding against Fubara. So Fubara should go to court and withdraw all the court cases too, so that there will be peace. I'll show you that one before I go. Let me get you further.
Adoption. Mr. Speaker, my request I am Honorable Franklin Uchenna, representing the two people of Idom and Doni local government. 1. I move this morning to adopt the goals and proceedings of our last meeting. I so move.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Mufis Kapan Christopher. I represent the good people of Naira. I rise to second the motion as heavily moved by Chief Whip. I so second.
Is hereby adopted as a working document of this House. I have here with me a letter written by some members of the State Assembly. It's important that we read it in line with our rules before we make progress with the elections. Distinguished colleagues, this letter is dated 20th day of December 2023. Right Honorable Martin Chiki, DSSRS, Speaker, Rivers State House of Assembly, House of Assembly quarters, Port Harcourt. Mr. Speaker, Withdrawal of notice of impeachment of His Excellency Sir Fubara, GSSRS, Governor of Rivers State. Kindly be informed of the decision of the undersigned honorable members of this House. Withdraw the notice of impeachment of His Excellency Sir Fubara, GSSRS, Governor of Rivers State. Brought portion to Section 188 the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as altered and dated 30th October 2023. The said notice, which indicated the various particulars of gross misconduct, was signed by 24 members, was laid before this House on the 30th of October 2023. We will not be proceeding with this course of action following the agreement reached after a reconciliatory meeting convened by His Excellency Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on the 18th day of December 2023. We have immense respect for the person and office of the President of our dear country, and we believe that his advice and charge should be respected. We remain committed to our promises to our various constituencies and would continue to render our best to them with God on our side. And please, Mr. Speaker, do convey our gratitude to President Tinubu, the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, for his fatherly role and commendable.
But the problem now is that the case that stopped that guy parading himself as the speaker, that guy that is reading that letter, the court case that stopped him from parading himself, they haven't withdrawn it. It hasn't been withdrawn. Which simply means somehow, they are just playing a script that they believe will actually end up favoring them too. Because it's like some of them feel like they have actually, I don't know if they do feel like that, but I think they feel like that, you know, that they acted too fast. Listening to Wiki, they could have bided their time. Make some formal move before they eventually jumped to APC. But they didn't. They just told them to jump and they were like, how high? Because that singular move, which they are still maintaining, believing that Tinubu has this court authority or something like that. Okay, I think they do, because I mean, what am I even saying? Is there any rule of law in Nigeria that says that they are not on the right side of the law? Because their law currently shows that that guy is not the speaker. They did not make any consultation with their constituents that they want to leave and they want to go and join another party. There was nothing like that. It was the political crisis, so everybody reacted. And, you know, so as it is now, the godfathers are now trying to like put everybody back, forget the law. Don't worry about the court. You Fubara, go and withdraw this or that. Now, Fubara hasn't. I mean, some of their cases haven't been withdrawn. The speaker of a Fubara side, which doesn't even form quorum as well.
I am a member of the House of Representatives, representing Andoni Upupu Nkoro Federal Constituency, the constituency where our governor comes from. I have with me my sister, representing Asari Toro Akukutoro Federal Constituency. We didn't come to protest. We have only come to show solidarity. We are elected to work in Abuja, and we have been away for some time.